So I'm going to jump into the first major release. So automatic AI translation. For years, we have focused on transcription. People have gone to say, hey, I need to translate this now. Can you do this here? And we say, no, export this, go somewhere else, and then do that. And really didn't make that much sense, but it was a big undertaking for us to pull this all together. And so now, as of today, you can go into Speak. It works with 99 languages. So just to think, I wanted to put this number on the table here, 9,805 combinations of translation. If you break that down, if you think of French to Welsh and then Welsh to Arabic, but Arabic has specific regions, it really does open up this incredible amount of opportunities for you working in language data and then translating back and forth. That's all. We will do a demo and walk through this a little bit, but anything that you want to add here? I know you were instrumental in this release and undertaking.
Yeah, this is a big undertaking, as you already mentioned. The reasoning are because if that's audio and video file, how should we translate? Because as the speaker changes, if it's a text file, a long form of text file, then how do we structure that for the end user to get the value? Because that's the most important part. So again, we are releasing into the different versions. This is, I would say, still V0.1 or V1.0, where we are allowing you to select the language. And as you go through the demo, of course, you're going to go into the step by step. But the overall idea here is to allow you to convert your transcription to any language into the translation, and will create a new text notes. And that's the power of the Speak while having even the text editor, because now if you find any gap from the translation, because that's your expertise as a user, you can just go and edit those parts. And I'll talk about what is that 2.0 look like.
All right, anything you want to add here? I know this is something that you've seen in intercom chats, in conversations for a long time. How are you feeling about translation? Any other thoughts for everyone watching here today?
I have a live client right now who was asking for translation from French to English. And we have been getting this request so many times that I feel like this was like a crucial part that we needed to address. And very happy that to see it here, as well as I tested out the quality of the translation myself in the languages that I speak or know. And honestly, it was very good. I can say that the accuracy is high. The quality is good, and I'm really excited to see how other people think about this feature and how they can benefit from it. I especially know that this will be a crucial point for researchers and for insights managers and people who are conducting qualitative research. Sometimes they want to also translate their interviews or focus groups into another language, especially for countries like Canada. We are bilingual. Sometimes like a project is for a government entity, you need to address the project in both languages.
And I would say even beyond that, generally research teams are looking to have a sample, a representative set of population. When they're doing a study, that needs to include the entire population in that study, and whether they're speaking Mandarin or French or Portuguese or Spanish. There's these huge populations directly, just in that example of Canada, as you mentioned. And if you're not including them in the work that you're doing, you may be missing out on different valuable perspectives. So just wanted to highlight, does work for audio, video, and text. We talked a lot about audio and video here, but you can dump text directly into the platform and then translate that immediately here as well too. So how do you get to translation in the platform? We've made this about as easy as we possibly can. I've got an example, some Amazon reviews, some short text notes that we can take a look at. Say I want to translate one of these. I've got a nice file. All I have to do, hit translate, select the language. We'll go in French to keep up with our Canadian bilingual connection here. That is processing. You can create new jobs from the same area, but if I want, I can hit view file. The text is there immediately, and the insights have also run. So really, it's that simple. This will be also possible at the folder level, so you can bulk translate across an entire folder at once, as well as selecting multiple languages and all of that good stuff.
I just have one more note here. So when you translate to the language, by default, the original language of that file will be disabled. English to English, it doesn't make any sense. So that's the configuration has been made. And the second version for audio and video is to make it interactive and also make it meaningful and keep it into the same interface. Meaning if you are transcribing an interview from English to French, then it will be stay under the same file, which is the V2.0 we are working upon, which will not convert to the actual text file, but making sure the speakers are aligned, the timestamps are there, everything is clickable, and you can swap through those languages from within the single interface. I would definitely look forward for more feedbacks and how can we improve.
Beautiful. And just on that note, as Vatsal mentioned, for now, a new text file is created and it will show you the language that is in. So then very obvious for you what file it is.